We are back for Salt Lake City recap. We are still in LA, so we're still together. We're actually heading to the airport right after this. So we wanted to make sure we hurried up and talked about not only the most recent episode of Salt Lake City, but also the one right before it. And we have some espresso. So cheers to you. Thanks for thanks for your patience. Um, as we, did these episodes while we're in LA. So let's just jump right in. We have a lot to talk about the below deck crossover, but I think we have to start from the beginning. What were your immediate thoughts about the ladies when they got on the boat? What do you think about the deck crew? All of that.
Well, I'm a big sailing yacht fan, so I love Daisy. I was so glad to see Daisy had been on the ship with Captain Jason, so that was exciting from the
Yeah.
get. Honestly, I'm a little annoyed with Jason just because the line has been used
Yeah.
too many times. I didn't think it was funny in the first place, and the fact that they're using it all the time in the promos. I'm here to get you wet, and it's like so fake to
Yeah.
me. It gave like Lala saying she was going to spread her legs rather than spread her wings.
Yeah.
It sounded fake when Lala made the mistake saying that. It sounded fake when Jason made the mistake saying that. But I did really like the episode for the. I mean, I was a little upset that Bronwyn didn't start the episode with the group.
Yeah.
So happy she came in. I can't stand when people skip filming. So I was so glad
Yeah.
she showed up.
Thank
And
God.
I love an
In
entrance.
uniform
And
or in costume.
I found it couture, but it was a costume to, I think, many. And I think Bronwyn even knew that one played the line.
Yeah, that one
I
was a costume for me, and I appreciated couture look. That one I was like a little tongue in cheek.
I loved it. I thought it was fierce AF. The haters don't get it. It
I
was,
don't get
yeah,
it
no,
at all.
yeah, no, I get it. Bronwyn, I see you and I get it.
Yeah. So Bronwyn came late, but she came. All that mattered. And then I felt so bad for Angie K throughout the episode, how sick she was. And as someone who has motion sickness, I feel her. But again, where was the Dramamine? Where are the bands? Don't they wear specific bands on cruises so people
She has something in her purse for her motion sickness.
I
Like,
literally bought something. I don't have it anywhere near me. I'd show you. I bought something off TikTok shop that you put up your nose for nausea. I would have been so happy to give that to Angie K because that is the worst feeling ever. And I'm kind of jumping to the end, but I was cracking up toward the end of the episode where it was just Angie and Mary in the bed, the juxtaposition of them just being in bed, Mary's plate of food, and all hell breaking loose at the dining room table. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing.
it was so good. Absolutely. Brittany on that boat was so
Oh my
cringe.
gosh, going after all of the different men.
Oh my gosh. After hearing everybody tell her she needs to prioritize her kids, and while she didn't hear it from any of the people in her life, and she's like, oh, but the psychic said
Terrence.
Terrence gave her the revelation, and yet she's still chasing after men. Like
I guess I
it's
can't even be super mad about it because at least it's not Jared, but I feel like she's still talking to Jared. Reason being, that stupid unicorn, I
oh.
died when she played it for Bronwyn, and Bronwyn was like, that's going overboard, 100%. That would be in the trash. And then when Bronwyn played it for Whitney later in the episode, she also was like, what are we doing, Bronwyn? Or what are we doing, Brittany? What are we doing?
I was embarrassed for Brittany.
Oh my God, I was also embarrassed for Brittany when she clearly was like, "Oh, give me a tour of the wheelhouse or whatever." And
Mm.
Captain Jason was like, "I'm going to bed. We can do that tomorrow."
Oh, he's like, I've been up since 4 a.m.
Yeah, and
And
that's
I was like,
real. And that's real.
ooh,
Do you
ooh.
think that Captain Jason and Heather actually hooked up?
I have a strong opinion on this. Yes. But I don't think Heather accidentally spilled it. I think she knew exactly what she was doing by
Yeah,
spilling it. And I'm going to say something because I think I can, I'm not speaking for Heather, I'm putting myself in her place, what I
her
would
shoes. Yeah.
do. I used to be heavier than I am now. And there was like a weird like power and like you just feel so different in your body. She wouldn't have been, not saying she wouldn't have. I don't think she didn't have the confidence to go for men like that, maybe. Long story short, she knows she could bang this guy now. She did, and she wants everyone to
Do we
know
think they
it.
actually banged or did they?
Oh, they boned. I
Okay.
totally think they boned. 100. Why wouldn't they?
I mean, no arguments here. I'm just
Yeah,
curious.
I totally think they did. And I think Heather knew exactly what she was doing, but because she was like, in her mind, she's like, yeah, I've never gotten a guy like this. And she wants the world to know. I see you, Heather. I've been you.
That's so valid. But what did you think about when she was telling Brittany to like go for it? Do you believe her? Like she was saying go for it with Captain Jason?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, if you bone a guy and it doesn't mean anything, like who cares? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not one to, if there's no emotional involvement, she gave her permission, so go.
I don't think I could do that. Sorry. Like I know her and Captain Jason aren't marriage material or anything like that. Like they literally hooked up once. But I'm very like, why would you even want to if that like if I've been tied to that person? I don't know. I think it's weird, but I receive it's not weird for other people. Um, okay, so other tea from the first episode. Do you have any other thoughts before we go into the
Oh gosh, it was so hard watching like the chef go to the table and the women were just fighting the entire time. Like so disrespectful. I mean, just the amount of disrespect was shocking.
yeah.
I mean, that's a person who put his heart and soul into that meal, and you guys couldn't get your life together for that short amount of time. I found it very
And I can't
disappointing.
wait until they show the other side of it. And I'm curious what Captain Ben has to, or not Captain Ben. Oh my gosh, you guys. Again, espresso. I'm curious what Ben's gonna say on his, like, did he find the women rude?
Yeah. Well, it happened with Captain Jason on last night's episode.
Mm.
Captain went, and guess what? Everybody, he just ended up leaving because everybody was screaming for the entire time. It was really off-putting.
That does suck. It really does because if you watch Below Deck at all, like you can tell how much the chefs pour themselves into their craft and for people to not eat it because historically speaking on housewife shows when they go out to restaurants and places like that, they never eat, which is crazy. I would be the one I would have been Heather Gay in that one episode where they had the clarity lunch where it's like, "Can we order?" That would have been me. I would have been like, "I need to order. You guys can be annoying and fight and have the same fight. I'm gonna eat."
Right. Right. Yeah, I'm hungry girl, so I feel that on every level. Like I want the food, and how dare you be rude to the chef?
Yeah, and
He's the
then
one feeding us.
so as we close out the beginning of the Below Deck, is it 3 episodes that are on the boat?
I
Do you
think so.
know
I thought
that?
it was going to be two, but they were
Okay,
still on
they're
the
still
boat
on
at
the
the
boat, so I'm like,
end.
it's probably three. So toward the end of the episode, and then this will dovetail us into the next one. Lisa leaves the table, which I think it's really interesting, and I talked to Ashley about this the other day. They were on Bronwyn's neck because her reaction wasn't big enough for them when she was saying none of these lies are about, the fraud and the grand theft, whatever it was. None of that's true. And the ladies were mad at her because she was so soft about it.
Hmm.
And then look at Lisa who told on herself regarding the leaks, in my opinion. Allegedly, Lisa told on herself. See who
Allegedly.
doth protest too much. Because I'm like, what are we doing? Granted, she didn't say your name, Lisa. We all know she's implying it's you, but like you jumped in so quickly before that was even put on the floor.
Right. And she said, like, nobody in this group would do this. And it's like,
Girl,
girl,
yes, but like nobody was even saying your name at that point, Lisa. They might have been thinking it in their head, but like you went out of your way to be like, none of us would do this. Why are you thinking it's us? This is weird. And I'm like,
you're making it
you're
weird.
making it weird and you're literally telling on yourself.
Yeah, I was so glad the rest of the cast chimed in
Yeah.
and was like, okay, you're giving yourself away. I'm like,
Yes.
this is a tell. And then it was just becoming comical, almost, because it was so ridiculous how much she was like literally digging the hole for
Yeah, it
herself.
was bad.
I'm gonna
Get out of your
say
way, Lisa.
this is the thing. This is my message to Lisa Barlow this season is you are your biggest enemy.
Correct.
There's no bigger enemy to Lisa Barlow at this point
Than
than
Lisa
Lisa
Barlow.
Barlow.
Like, we love Lisa Barlow. Like we love her for Housewives and everything, but so
Oof.
many people say this is not a good season for her, and it isn't. I want to shake her like Whitney had to shake Bronwyn or Brittany to let her know that Jared is
Hmm.
not greater than Olivia. I want to shake Lisa and be like, you are doing this to yourself, girl.
Right.
The entire cast clearly is vying to be best friends with you. Like, no, everybody wants the acceptance of Lisa Barlow.
Right.
They might hate her, they want her acceptance. And so I'm like, the women want to be friends with you so bad. Be a little bit honest and a little bit vulnerable. That would go so far with these women. So far with these women.
And that's all people want is the
Yeah.
honesty. And I think I mentioned this last week. Every time she cries, she puts on her sunglasses and she hides. She's literally hiding from the audience, and we want to see her. Like, I don't understand the reality TV people
Yeah.
who don't want to be real on camera.
Yeah.
It baffles
So
me.
I noticed a few of Lisa's tells. Now, I don't know if these are tells of her lying or her just being uncomfortable because certainly I can't imagine being at a dinner table with X amount of women and everyone is coming at you. I noticed when she is like upset, she'll do one of these.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, that's a tell.
Yep.
So I can't tell if it's that or she'll like move stuff around the table when she's crying. So I'm like, I don't know if that's a tell she's lying or she's just uncomfortable.
Maybe both, but it's definitely a tell.
It's a tell. And so I was dying at the end where she's like, John, Heather just said that da da da, I'm the leak, da da da. And Heather's literally like following her. She said X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, Heather's following her down the
Oh,
steps. And then she goes out on that ledge with Brittany trying to comfort her. Cinema art.
I mean,
Put it in the
honestly,
Louvre and protect it.
from the heisters.
Though they're gorgeous.
Yeah.
They're hot.
So,
Most
like,
are.
why was the one guy like a doppelganger for Nate Archibald?
Oh my God, yes. Do you remember that one criminal years ago? I can't remember
Uh-huh.
what he
Yeah.
did, but his mugshot went viral. I
Yeah,
think
he had tattoos on his
he might
face.
have,
He was so
I think
hot.
he was like biracial or
Yeah,
something.
he had
Or
blue
what?
eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think he had a modeling career after
Right.
that.
Like Luigi's so hot.
Luigi.
Hi, Luigi.
Hi, Luigi.
My mom loves.
Taste. Big
I
ass
mean, my
taste.
mom is like, he is so hot. And I'm like, he's
She's
so
not
hot.
wrong. And
He's
I
so
want
hot.
Dave Franco to play him.
That's
I think that's a
amazing,
perfect,
amazing casting.
amazing casting. Dave Franco,
If they make it a
you're
stage
casted.
show and put it to music, it needs to be Ezra Sosa.
Ezra.
Ezra,
This
we're
is
doing
being
the Broadway
Bye.
version.
This is being clipped and we're clipped and this is going on our TikTok. Ezra, listen to us. You need to play Luigi on Broadway.
Please, like, can we please get like a hot criminal show where we have the hot mugshot guy, we have Luigi, we have the heisters that look
Yeah.
like they're on Gossip Girl.
No, I'm obsessed with this and I'd watch it.
Yes, we're in Hollywood right now. Somebody produce this,
Yeah, and
please.
I was dying because Ezra, he got obviously paired with Anna Delvey last or not. Was it last season or the one
Yeah.
before? Anna Delvey, and I remember in an interview Ezra did, and I was like, "Are you gonna be uncomfortable since I'm a criminal?" He's like, "Girl, my dad's been arrested before, like it's fine." So if there's ever anyone to play Luigi, Ezra, there we go.
Ezra Sosa, we're rooting for
This
you.
is for you.
Not just 21523 also. Just in life. Rooting for you in life.
Okay, so I think that'll close out last episode.
Yes.
We left with, Lisa being wanting to leave and being
The
upset.
whimpering.
Yeah. Touched right now. Anyway,
Oh my gosh. This is the cringe season of Lisa Barlow. So, this is the thing. I was really kind of upset when I saw the gossip on the second episode. First things
like
first,
online.
well, on the episode, I felt
Oh,
really, really bad because there was some talking behind the scenes. First thing, Brittany and Bronwyn were fighting. So Bronwyn was like, I don't want to sleep in
too
a
many
bed with you.
E's.
It's so confusing this season. She's like, I don't want to sleep with you.
Mm.
Bronwyn, multi-million dollar Newport slept on the deck. And I love her for that because if I'm having a hissy fit, I'm going
I would
away.
do the same.
And she didn't want to see Brittany. And I was like, you know what? I don't know if I would have wanted to see Brittany either. I would have walked on over
Yeah.
too. But what was funny is later on, I thought it was so, they were on the deck. It was Brittany and Lisa. They were talking shit about Bronwyn, who was on the level above them listening to the
I always love that.
whole thing. I loved it so much. That turned into another fight because Angie and Lisa had had a conversation. There was this big revelation. Todd and the makeout. I want to know who the woman is who's making out with Todd. Who is she? While he's farting. He's
That's disgusting.
farting and
That's
making out
gross.
with randoms while he is a married man. I don't approve, Todd. I don't approve. And I'm very upset about that for Bronwyn for good reason. They showed an unseen clip and it made a lot of sense of why Angie and Bronwyn's fighting had gotten so bad because we had seen that they had said, Bronwyn was so clear. I need you to vow to never bring up my husband. You never bring up my daughter. You never bring up her grandparents. They agreed on it. Lisa and Bronwyn
Agreed.
agreed.
Yeah, they did.
And then,
They had a
like,
huge moment agreeing about it.
yeah, and then Lisa goes ahead and does this and brings it up and then mentions this lie, or maybe it's not a lie about Todd making out with this random woman. Lisa knows exactly what she's doing when she tells it to Angie because
Yeah.
now Angie's going to mention it. And now we have this whole thing, and Bronwyn is back to, oh my God, how is my child involved in this
Yeah.
again? And I hate that for Bronwyn.
Yeah. I mean, but to your point earlier, it's really hard because so much of Bronwyn's story, at least that we were introduced on the show, is rooted in her family. And that's a
Hmm.
bummer because I remember last season she was saying she had no intention of bringing anything up about her daughter and her daughter's grandparents. But Lisa randomly had like I don't know why she showed her a picture of like the grandparents or whatever.
Yeah, I don't remember
I
the
don't remember
context.
why, but Lisa was like, I know them. And so I think that's why she brought it up on camera the next time they hung out, but she had said she had no intentions of talking about that at all. But now that she did, so much of her storyline is about
Hmm.
that. And it's especially interesting being a viewer because we don't know what those grandparents look like or anything like that. So
Right.
like we're nosy, just want to know more information in general. Hi, me.
Uh-huh.
Um, yeah, it's just
Do you think
and
it's fair when reality TV stars put hard lines like
so that's what
that?
I was getting at, and then my ADHD brain. It's difficult when you're doing a show like The Real Housewives because obviously it's produced in some context and it's not always 100% indicative and real of that person. That said, you're literally signing up to share your life. And your daughter is a huge part of your life. She literally lives with you. This is
Hmm.
a huge part of your story. You were kicked out of BYU for getting pregnant, which she has been open about. But I'm like, so much of her family is her storyline.
Right.
So I respect her not wanting to talk about it, but that's how we were introduced to you. So
Hmm.
it feels like we don't have closure as an audience. But it's just difficult because I get it. Like it's your child,
Right.
it's your home, it's your family. You want to protect that with everything you
Right.
have. But again, you're on a reality show where that's literally the plot. That's the
Right.
point. That's the literal point.
Exactly. Well, this is how I look at it. Everybody's job, no matter what you do, whatever your job is, there are parts of it that suck that you
Yeah,
would change. And the good of your job, I hope,
outweighs. Yeah,
outweighs the negative that you feel. This is part of the job, and it
yeah,
is the part of your job that probably sucks the most, but it
yeah.
is literally your job. And I kind of feel insensitive saying that. But
But it's the job.
when you cash the check,
When you have access to X, Y, and Z, I'm not saying once you become a reality star, you are, a
I
slave to the universe. I'm
no,
certainly not
and
saying that at all.
we respect people's privacy.
A
Like
million
we are
percent.
not those
I'm not
people,
saying that at
but
all, but I think Bronwyn should have thought about going on the show a little more than she did because anytime you are putting yourself out there at all, people are going to find every detail out about you
mhm,
ever. They're going to find out where you live, what high school you went to, who you were friends with, what you posted when you were 16 one night on social media. Like, they're going to find it. So if I was Bronwyn, do I really want to go on a show that will bring out my skeletons and like I can't like why would you go on a show if you have this crazy past? It's going to be brought up.
right.
It is
And
actually going to be brought up. You getting kicked out of BYU for having a baby and then the baby like it's going to be brought up. It's Mormon cult. Like
right.
I feel gaslit.
Yeah. No, and I think that's fair to say. Um, you're feeling gaslit while Mary was feeling sick to her stomach. Mary and Angie are finally out with the group at this point because Angie's feeling better, thankfully.
I don't
As a
think Mary
girl,
was sad to be sat out from the group dynamics, honestly. She's like, I'll take care of you, Angie.
oh my God. And it was so funny because as they're fighting, Mary was like, God, why couldn't Angie be sick again? Like she really Mary was I mean, I like caught myself laughing out loud several times last night. Like I was like giggling so
She
loud
was confirmed.
at Mary Cosby, you comedic genius. There are people who go to theater school to work on comedic timing, and that is a gift of the many gifts that Mary Cosby has been given
Yeah.
in life. Her comedic timing is amazing.
Amazing, spot on.
She was so offended. Of course, by Todd making out with another
Yeah,
woman.
who wouldn't be?
But the farting is where she was just
That's a
like, I
boundary for
can't,
her. That's a
she
trigger
can't
for
handle
her.
it. She has such a sensory thing with
She
smell.
does.
The farting was where she just, that was the line. And I love Mary
Can't be
Cosby
mad
for
about
it.
it. That's her line.
That's her line. You know what? I love that she has such good sense of smell.
What's like your weird boundary? We can sit on it.
Yeah, I mean,
I
what,
have one.
what is yours?
Okay, no shade to anyone who does this. I'm speaking from like men, like
Okay.
a boundary for like what I like an ick.
Okay.
Men in flip-flops. I don't care for it. I don't want to see your
Ew.
feet. Be hot, be sweaty. I don't care. I don't want to see your feet. That's disgusting. Why are you wearing flip-flops?
Wow. Yeah.
That's mine. And if your husband does that, that's fine. He's not married to me. He's married to you, girl. Go off and be great. Love it for you. That's mine.
Yeah.
Do you have an ick for
I
a
mean, I
man?
do, but like
Like something silly?
I've been with my husband for like 20 years and I'm just trying to like think because I've gotten used to his
Okay,
icks.
so not
I
about
say
George specifically.
like I'm just trying to think back to 20 years ago, like what used to bother me. Like it bothers me when men can't dress, which I love my husband, but he can't dress. My husband can't dress. He knows this. He has no
I hope he's
taste. He
listening.
knows.
No, we literally talked about this like the other day.
Not dress. Every time we go out together, no. I look like Haley Bieber.
That's exactly, yeah.
He looks like Justin Bieber. We're going to two different events all the time. There's never a point where we match. And that's the man I love. And it's just something that you deal with.
Okay, so her ick, if you will, is that she doesn't like when a man can't, well, he doesn't put effort toward like matching your vibe. And mine
Or
is
even just
flip-flops.
looking decent. Like you're a 46-year-old man, take off the t-shirt,
Not
like
the
a
screaming
graphic
of rope
t-shirt.
of your
No,
husband.
we love you, George. You're a great man. But you know, fashion is, and you know what? He doesn't
But that's
care.
the
He
thing.
doesn't care. He hates
On the
fashion.
flip side, if your husband or like my future boyfriend husband was like a Jax Taylor or like Tom Sandoval, like in the mirror, I'd be
That's
like,
too much.
get the
That's
fuck out.
see, but okay, no, that's an ick.
That's an ick.
Okay, that
What
would
are we
be
doing?
okay, thank you for saying that because I would rather my husband's ick of not giving enough cares as opposed to like Sandoval who gives too many. Like I don't want a guy who takes more time in the mirror than me.
No, that's an
That's my
ick.
ick. Thank you for the inspiration. It's been a long week. I mean, great week. We're tired. Thank you
Guys,
for dealing
this
with
this is
us.
not the pop culture recap. And honestly, I would be open to us doing a video just like recapping our LA experience like another
It was
time.
insane. This has
We're
been an
high, you
insane
guys.
trip.
And for the record, we started filming this at 7-ish LA time. Because so like we're tired. We went to Dancing with the Stars last night. We
We got in.
a moment for that. So we're on adrenaline and tired and vibes, but also so excited to be here to recap Salt Lake City. So what else should
Yes.
we talk about from?
Let's talk about. I was really happy to see Lisa finally defend Bronwyn because it needed to happen. Lisa and Angie were screaming at each other. About Bronwyn and just the whole, we've got to stop with the kids. Love to see it. Guess who walked out again? Lisa Barlow. She cannot handle it. Like this is her crash out era.
Crash out
It
era.
makes me sad for us as an audience because I feel we deserve better than people walking out. That is just so weak and so cheap.
I
Again, do your job.
and it's so hard because again, like I get the fight or flight defense mechanism,
Right.
but lately on shows of Housewives, they all leave set, and
Mm-hmm.
it pisses me off.
Crazy.
They should not be like Shannon. Why are we storming away? Tamara, why are we storming away? Bronwyn, why are we storming away? Lisa, why are we storming away? Sit at the table and face the music.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks. It's not fun, but it's the literal job. And again, as a viewer, it sucks because we're not getting closure.
Right.
Sit at that table and wear it.
Exactly. And again, imagine somebody at their job
Mhm.
getting in a mood and just deciding to leave. Could you
So when
imagine?
I worked at a nonprofit, I could not do that. I couldn't just leave because I just needed like a mood boost.
Could you imagine me? Like, I used to be a teacher. Imagine me just leaving my classroom.
Sorry, guys,
I'm just
can't do
gonna
it.
leave the kids here to their own devices. Like, imagine.
I'm having a minty bee. I need to leave. No, I
Exactly.
couldn't do that in my at my nonprofit. I can't do it with TOR.
No,
The
absolutely
job needs
not.
to be done.
There's a job, and we are the girls who are going to get it done. Check, period, dot. One thing I really admired about Bronwyn is after everything, she's like, you know what? I'm not going to let Lisa ruin my time. I'm going to have the best time ever just to tick her off. And I love that
Yeah.
energy. Bronwyn snaps to you. Needless to say, she goes back out into the world and sees all the ladies, and Lisa's getting a massage. She's like, okay, well, Lisa apparently isn't that devastated
No,
over
and
our
I want a
fight.
massage.
I know that doesn't that sound
That sounds
so
so
good?
good.
But after all the fighting, there was so much fighting at the beginning of this episode. It wears so thin on
Yeah.
me. But
Whereas I don't mind it.
yeah, she doesn't
But
mind it
we've
as
always had
much.
different opinions about that.
Right. And I know that's a me thing. I know a lot of, I mean, obviously it's all about the drama. I prefer watching Ramona and Jill Zarin play tennis.
So I don't, that's when I'm on my phone. That's when I'm going to the bathroom.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, there's
Yeah.
balance and there's something for everyone.
It just goes to show you that like there's not the same, we're not the same viewer when it comes to
Right.
Bravo or just in general. We're not. We have
Exactly.
different opinions.
Exactly. That's my opinion.
Hmm.
But the tide changed. There's a little boat pun for you.
Oh, okay.
The tide changed. They did a relay race. It was like a drinking relay race. The ladies were running around. They had a really good time. It was really funny. Brittany face planted.
Of
I love
course.
physical comedy. So seeing Brittany face plant was very, very fun to me, as it was very fun for Bronwyn. And I loved Bronwyn just eating.
Yeah.
Bronwyn ate it up, and I was like, yeah, that would be me.
So
Nobody went to help her up.
here's my thing with Brittany. I do feel like sometimes the women are laughing at her and not with her. I
Hmm.
feel like I receive that because all I think of when I think of Brittany is tink, 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 tink. Like I can't take her seriously, but I love Brittany Bateman for that reason. I love her, but like I would feel like I would be Bronwyn. I'd be like, girl, you're my amusement.
I don't know how not to laugh at Brittany. I would hope to think that we're laughing with her because
No,
I don't want her to
I
feel
not
victim.
in a condescending, like, I'm better than you way, but like she's just funny.
She's funny. That's what it
And she
is.
doesn't take herself too seriously, like
which is
Lisa
what
Barlow.
which is what's missing on these shows.
Yes.
Like that's what I think of, like perfect example is old Roni versus new Roni.
Yeah.
Old Roni didn't
Exactly.
mind if they
Exactly.
looked a fool on camera, and
Yeah.
these new women, they have curated everything
Yeah.
down to the T. I'd rather see old Roni. I don't like the curation as much. It's like old Kardashians. I prefer old Kardashians than the curated thing that we have now. So
Yeah.
it's just difference of opinion. The one thing that my biggest takeaway, and again, might not be everybody else's, some of the ladies went snorkeling, and I thought it was Whitney and Heather holding hands while they were
Yeah.
underwater. It was Bronwyn and Heather finally said, as soon as I got over whatever was in my head, I love Bronwyn. And I'm like,
And
finally,
that's all it was. I
finally.
think Heather genuinely was like, she's trying to come for my title
Right.
because Bronwyn did come on strong, in my opinion. And I think the fans really enjoyed her
Hmm.
last season. So I think Heather was like, okay, no.
Right.
Like Jen Shaw's finally out of the picture. I'm Queen Bee.
Right.
I'm delivering the monologues. I'm the Greek chorus.
Hmm.
What is Bronwyn doing? So I think that was the issue,
Right.
is Heather just like took issue. That's what I think.
Right.
I
No,
don't
I
know if it's
agree.
true.
Well, and also just to think of what Heather and the original cast went through,
Yeah.
they got screwed over by Jen Shaw. They got screwed over by Monica Garcia. Seeing somebody new into the
Yeah, I know
group,
it's scary.
you
Yeah, I get
would, I
it.
mean, you would have trust issues. So I can see why Heather had a guard up. But I think as viewers, most of us, I've been begging for them two to be friends because I just think they're both so smart, so funny, so
I think
clever.
they have a lot in common.
There's
On
so
paper,
much in common.
their friendship just makes sense.
Absolutely.
But the issue is we'll have to see how it continues. I don't think Heather can have a real friendship with Bronwyn if Heather wants a real friendship with Lisa. I
Hmm.
think that's going to be an issue. So Heather needs to figure out what she prefers.
Right. Well, I thought, and we kind of got back into some sticky stuff because Mary got involved in the drama.
Yeah.
Lisa and Meredith are arguing over, Lisa's like, oh, you're not defending me. Meredith, fighting for her life
Meredith's
against her.
Meredith.
Yeah, fighting against Lisa, who's fighting with everyone. And Mary told Meredith, you're a bad friend. That was a lot. I wasn't expecting that. Meredith was obviously very, very upset.
I don't think Meredith's a bad friend in this
I
context.
don't think so either.
I'm not saying Meredith's perfect, but I don't think she's a bad friend in this context. I really don't.
I don't think so either. And honestly, it made me kind of sad. I was really glad to see Mary get involved in it
Yeah.
because she is the comedic relief. It cracked me up when you said that Heather was the Greek chorus. I'm like, don't tell Angie K. Angie K
I
does
didn't even
not.
clock that.
Angie K does not want to hear that. So Angie, cover your ears. You are still the Greek goddess, but we are going to say that Heather is the Greek
Yeah,
chorus of the show.
she's the narrator, she's the through line, and it just
Exactly.
is what it is.
She's the Lauren Conrad of this show, and
Correct.
that's just what
I
it
mean,
is.
clearly she got a spin-off surviving. Actually, I don't know if that's the name of it.
But the Mormonism,
Surviving Mormon or something like that.
Mormonism, I
But yeah,
think.
she's leading that. It could have been Whitney in theory, and it's Heather.
Right. She does have the book Bad Mormon, which
True.
is great branding for you and a great book, if I may add.
Yeah, we know we love Heather.
We again had Meredith walk off. Please stop walking off set. Again, more comic relief after a whole lot of fighting. Angie and Bronwyn, I loved seeing Angie start to feel better for a
Yeah,
while.
same.
They got in the inflatable costumes just to
Yeah,
mess with Whitney. They're acting a fool. When Angie fell, and I thought from the looks of it, I was like, oh my God.
yeah,
She either like really sliced her hand open. I just saw blood and was like, oh my God, she's hurt, she's hurt, she's hurt. Like, oh my gosh, keep Jaws away. Like there is no
yeah,
blood on this boat. Thank goodness she was okay. But it was so perfect because the theme was Halloween, a
yeah,
Halloween dinner. Seeing the women fight with, the chainsaw on their head, the makeup, the everything was absolute comedy. And I didn't think about it in the preview. Obviously, we knew it was like a horror zombie night, but they're like, well, zombies dig up dirt, and we're constantly digging up
yeah.
dirt and finding skeletons in each other's closets. So why not a horror night?
Well, to that point, I want your opinion on this.
Okay.
Do you think Lisa's the leak?
Yeah.
I don't know that but like Bravo fans find everything out
Mhm.
because we saw the headlines about Bronwyn on social media in real time. We purposely didn't touch it because if it's not something we can like look up, we don't feel comfortable reporting on it.
I looked on the sites. I saw screenshots. I couldn't find, I'm not saying it wasn't there, but when I asked people who were posting it, I
Yeah.
can't see it. Nobody was able to show me the
Yeah.
documentation. That
I
wasn't a
I
screenshot.
remember us having this conversation in real time because obviously us being chronically online and in the Bravo community, I saw headlines about this. And Ashley and I had an actual conversation. We were like, let's not touch it because A, we're not in the business of being sued. Um,
Or being ruining people's
or ruining
lives.
people's lives,
Like,
but
that's
like
not our brand. Like, that's
also
not who we are.
lawsuits and whatnot. But yeah,
Right.
like it just didn't make sense to post it for us. No shade or drama to anyone who did. We get it. We get the hustle. We're in it with you. But we couldn't find any like actual like data to back it up, and it just
Hmm.
didn't feel good about us posting about it and snarking on it.
Hmm.
So we didn't. But that said, I saw it online. I don't know if Lisa leaked it to the blogs. I don't know that, but I could see a world where the Bravo fans find it.
Right.
So I'm not truly, I could see a world where it wasn't Lisa.
Right. And I could too. I mean, while I think it is Lisa, it absolute circumstantial evidence isn't evidence. The
Yeah,
fact that it happened with every single woman that she's had problems with after they have an
fair.
issue, the fact that this comes out, again, that's circumstantial evidence, but it looks really bad for Lisa
It
Barlow.
looks really bad.
The
It
optics
doesn't,
aren't
the
good.
optics aren't great, but I don't know. Because it's the same thing with OC. Like, is Tamara leaking all these stories to bloggers and things like that?
Yes.
No one's leaked anything to us. I'm just gonna say that. So I don't know. I just have a hard time believing that only Lisa brought this bone about Bronwyn. I don't know, just because like Bravo fans are better than the FBI.
No, seriously. Get the FBI, like recruit from the Bravo community.
True crime has nothing like the Bravo community and online people can solve crimes. Like I'm
Right.
truly convinced of that. Again, I'm not saying Lisa's innocent in this, but I would just like to think she wouldn't go out of her way to dig up dirt. Honestly, there's no that's crazy for people to have an arsenal, Margaret Josephs, of tea about their friends.
That's insane. I mean, that's not
I
a friend.
That's not a friend.
See, I would never be friends with like people that are constant. Like that's just, this is a TV show.
Yeah, and
It's,
we realize that, but
but come on, like that's not a friend. Like my friends and I don't fight. Like we never argue at a table. and
Oh, right.
elevate.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I was
come
gonna say
on.
my friends and I get into disagreements sometimes, but definitely not
Yeah,
over
but
take.
like,
Yeah, not to
yeah,
this extent.
exactly, exactly. So I was finally happy to see Lisa apologize to Bronwyn
Yeah.
for bringing up the husband, the daughter, the
The
grandparent, the
husband.
husband. It was the least she could do. Honestly, it's words,
Yeah.
unless she keeps her end of the bargain this time. So we'll see. At this point, we had another odd turn. Brittany got sick. We had our second seasick person. She's off the side of off the dock puking.
Yeah.
And she comes back to the table, takes a shot of tequila,
Yeah.
and Meredith had an effing fit. Meredith went in on her. How dare
Yeah.
you? Go ahead and puke. And now, like, who are you? What kind of person are you? So, that was a lot. Meredith, that energy was a lot. That's when Brittany, she was like, okay, we're going there. We're going there.
Yeah.
She brought up that Seth was cheating on her. So now Brittany is the grave digger, just digging up bones. And I love the linguistic stylings of Meredith Marks. So when
I love
Meredith
the way she speaks. I'm sorry.
She's amazing. Her delivery is so good. She said, "You're a liar." Like it was in slow-mo and like it was like how did that come out of her mouth? It sounded highly synthesized. It sounded like she was DJing her own voice coming out because it was
Yeah.
so melodic. You're a liar and a despicable person. It was brilliant.
I want to hang out with the Marks.
I am obsessed with when I hate to see Meredith get to that point because she was past her point of being okay. I loved it. I love to see
Hate
it.
to see it, love to see it.
Yeah, she told Brittany, focus on your misery because you're a miserable bee. I was just like,
Fair.
and this part of the episode ended with Jason and Heather at the table. Again, we're having Wi-Fi issues. I'm gonna rewatch the episode because I really want eyes on Brittany
We're
because
having Wi-Fi issues.
we're doing our best.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was so funny. Heather's there talking to Jason. Jason's trying to like talk to the
Yeah.
table, and he just kind of threw up his hands and walked away. And that was the
Real.
episode.
Real. Real.
Yeah, we see you, Jason. We feel
Valid.
you. I would have so much anxiety around that.
So I'm not a massive Below Deck watcher. I started watching Below Deck, like the main franchise, right? That's the
Mhm.
main franchise. Okay, so I haven't met Captain Jason, but I know he like gets around in the Bravo world, and I never really understood why, just because like I didn't know him, I just knew his face. I get it. Like I
Yeah, he's
get why
hot.
all the girls go feral for him at BravoCon. Like I get why all the Bravo lebs are like, yeah, I had
We
like a
go, Feral.
oh, I get why at BravoCon the women have little roosts. Is that the word with Captain Jason? Because I'm like,
Hmm.
I'll wait
Pick
in line.
me.
Yeah,
Pick
literally,
me.
I'm a pick me in this
No,
instance.
we're Brittany. She's Brittany. Pick me.
No, I'm Brittany Bateman.
No, she's Brittany in this
I
one.
would love a tour of the galley.
Yeah, where are you staying, Captain Jason? I would love a tour of your
No,
hotel.
Chef Ben, your food looks really good. Can you show me how to cook?
Yeah, exactly. I like pancakes in the morning.
No, I love Captain. No, why do I keep calling Captain Ben? Ben, I love Ben. I love his accent. I just love when like British men call girls like love and babe. It's just so cute, and I love it.
Adorbs.
Love
Adorbs.
him.
So is there anything else you can think of?
I love a crossover. Thank you,
Love
Bravo,
the
for doing this.
crossover.
It's
So many
fun to
more,
watch.
please.
We've been begging for something like this, and I don't know why they didn't do more crossovers similarly to like Winter House, like having the different franchises come together. A plus, no notes, Bravo. Looking forward to more crossovers in the future. I'm
Hmm.
obsessed. Cannot wait. Cannot wait to watch episode 2 again because again, we Wi-Fi was spotty, so we will be watching again, and also because it's cinema.
It was good. It was really good. Love this boat ride.
Yeah. But we hope you guys enjoyed our recap. We're sorry, we missed last week, but we were traveling gals
Yes, we were jet setting.
about the town.
And we'll
Anyway,
be in Vegas together next week
yes.
for BravoCon. Hit us up if you're going to BravoCon.
Yes, we will be in Vegas. Ashley lives there, but I will be in Vegas next week for BravoCon. We are so freaking excited. Make sure you're following us on Instagram, TikTok, our website. We'll be posting in real time.
Yes.
That's social media is the best place to find us in terms of like real time updates, especially for BravoCon. We're gonna go live, post all the tea that we can. So make sure you're following us all the places. And I'm gonna miss our LA digs.
I know.
I'm gonna miss our
We
LA
have it good
digs.
here. We have it good.
We had it good. But anyway, we love you guys. Thanks for bearing with us. Hope you enjoyed the episode. And as always, leave your thoughts about the episode in the comments. Okay,
Bye.